You're watching the Bayou Outdoor Show, presented by Bayou Outdoor Supercenter, your RV and marine dealer. Tubbs Hardware and Rental, Pet Mankins Nissan, Little Giant Discount Tire, Bryson Law Firm, and Shreveport Tractor, where the coffee pot's always on. Well, folks, welcome to the show. I'm Milton Daly, and you're watching the Bayou Outdoor Show, presented by the Bayou Outdoor Supercenter, right there in Bossier City. Folks, if you need an RV or a boat of any kind, hey, go see my good friends there, Larry and Chad and Cody and all of them. They'll fix you right up. Now, hey, if you like duck hunting, we're going to be doing a little duck hunting up toward Texarkana. As most of you know, duck hunting wasn't real good this year, but hey, we shoot enough ducks to put on a really good demonstration of how to cook a duck. Then we're going to be down, up in Colorado on some elk hunts. Let's go see what, the duck hunting has around Texarkana. We're hunting a private ranch near Texarkana, and it started off with rain and cold, not your perfect conditions. Now, for all you folks that like to watch a good retriever work, well, here's one of the best. This lab is owned by Robbie Carter. He loves to fetch ducks. You know, the sign of a good duck dog is following the hand commands. Notice here Robbie sends the lab back after another duck.
Good girl. Good girl. All right. Sit. Nope.
Well, first of all, when I was younger and first started blowing on a duck call, I probably did call too much because you kind of like to hear yourself call. And I think that's some of the mistake that duck hunters make today is they like to hear themselves call. Mm-hmm. And my way I look at it now, I've been hunting 57 years and calling most of those years, is that you make a 5-note call to them. When they lock their wing, you shut up. They start coming to you. You might give them a little feed call to settle them down a little bit, but as long as they're coming to you, keep your mouth shut and be still.
That's what I want.
Yeah. You get that? Get the duck, Bryson. Bryson. Good girl. Bryson. Good girl. Good girl.
And once if they'll bank and come back to you, then you give them that little 5-note call, and come in on the decoys usually. Now, the longer ducks have been around and getting shot at and are spooky, they're a little bit more difficult. So your success might be a little bit less on those ducks.
Well, what happens mostly when you get boats, your motor warranties is 5 years. Your boats run lifetime on the hull, but your internal stuff's a year. People really start in 4 or 5 years wanting to upgrade their boats, figuring they're gonna have a boat note the rest of their life. So they upgrade, and the financing nowadays, banks are working with you and helping you so much, they can find out they can upgrade to a new model boat with the same kind of note.
No, you just fill out a credit app with your salesman, and they bring it to me, and I decide at that point which bank we go to. We can do the 2.69 through one of our credit unions, or if you want a longer term, we can go through a national lender.
So that sounds like a pretty easy process.
Very easy. Very easy. Try to make it as simple as possible. It's a fun item. You're supposed to have fun while you're buying it. Whether it be a new boat or a pre-owned boat, and we can do a term anywhere from 60 months up to 180 months, which is going to be 15 years.
A lot of people find out the boats they're running with the notes they have, with the new interest rates with credit unions, they can honestly buy a new boat with the new warranty and have the notes pretty close to where they are. That's what our finance people, Angela, does here.
Oh, here comes two right in front of you.
Golly. Now, we're really usually good shots.
Coming out of that blind.
This is bad.
I get my head
But
coming.
we're usually better shots than this. This is not. George, you blanked on that one twice. I watched you.
Well, winged him down. Wasn't any kill.
Come out of that blind and knock my head off.
Good, Gracie, come on. Good girl. Good girl. Bring the duck.
Yeah, we're gonna have a top tire where we could stand up
Good girl.
underneath it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I come out
No
of that
sense
blind.
not having it.
That's a good girl.
Knock me back, Rob.
Good back.
No sense not
That's a gadwall. That's a great gadwall.
Now that's pretty much how the day went. It was cold and wet and there wasn't many ducks flying, but hey, we killed enough to cook for supper. So after the break, we're going to come back and show you how to cook some of the best ducks around. You know, we all shop around when it comes to looking for a used car, and we check for the best prices, the best deals around. Well, hey, folks, I've done the shopping for you. It's right here in Texarkana at Pet Mankins Used Cars. They've got the best prices, the best deals on the market. So, hey, you don't have to shop around. You don't have to go to Dallas, Fort Worth, to Little Rock, to Shreveport. It's right here in Texarkana, Pet Mankins Used Cars.
Well, my wife was after me. She wanted a Land Cruiser, and I told her, I said, well, let me get with Brant, and I wanted to find something, reasonably priced used. And, with a matter of days, Brant, called me back and said, look, I found one, the exact color, year, model, mileage. We went down there and, closed the deal that day. And, I was happy because my wife was happy. So he can find you whatever you need, new or used.
I think Robbie's bought 7 or 8 trucks since I've been here in cars. Reese has bought 4 or 5 since he's been here. So Dave's bought 2 or 3. So I've sold these guys 12 to 15 cars and trucks in a year, 2 years.
We've bought several cars from Pet Mankins. We have a business and we have some ladies that travel, so we need safe, dependable cars. Of course, it's been very easy, been very professional. The price was very comparable. It was very, very compatible with everyone else, and we were very pleased.
Doesn't matter what kind of truck you're looking for, go see Brant over at Pet Mankins. He'll find it for you.
When I moved to Texarkana, my dad, he bought me a Range Rover from Pet Mankins down there on Summer Hill from Brant Smith, and it was just an awesome ride. I really loved it. It was great for being in town, and the service was just great. Brant Smith, he really hooked me up, and he was a really nice guy and got me what I wanted.
Well, basically, we have a truck lot, and then across the street, we have another used car lot. We usually stock 100 to 150 used cars a month. So we got a selection anywhere. I mean, you can get a car from $3,000 again to $60,000. So we got a variety of everything.
All right, folks, if you're looking for a fine used car, it's Pet Mankins right here in Texarkana. But did you also know that Pet Mankins has the Nissan dealership? If you're wanting a new car, This is the place to come right here in Texarkana. Come see Brant Smith and our friends at Pet Mankins Nissan right here in Texarkana. If you like barbecue, they're having one of the biggest barbecues in the state of Louisiana right here in Shreveport. It's the second annual Arklatex Ambassadors barbecue cook-off right there on the riverfront. Folks, it's going to be a great time. They're going to have several people cooking ribs, pulled pork, brisket, chicken. Folks, you'll learn how to cook barbecue if you go to this and just, hey, ask some of them. Some of them will tell you, some of them won't tell you how to cook this, but it's going to be a great time in April.
Tonight we are preparing marinated duck wrapped around jalapenos, cream cheese, bacon, and grilled. So, what we've done, we have taken a duck breast and marinated it for a day in Italian dressing. And we take the duck breast and we cut it in half delicately and leave it attached. Then you will take the duck breast and take 1 to 2 jalapenos. Some people like more, some like less. A couple of slivers of cream cheese. It doesn't matter what kind of cream cheese, just any cream cheese. It's going on the grill. Then you take and wrap the baby in a little bit of warm clothing. Then you take your bacon. Kind of have to shove everything back up in there. Need your toothpicks. 1 or 2. And that duck breast, finished product, will be laid on the grill for 5 to 8 minutes.
They always elect me as cook. For some reason, I figured out how to work a grill without killing everything. So, and duck and with bacon and everything, you just gotta watch your flare-ups. And the good thing about these Weber grills is they're really good to cook with because they really control their heat well. You can control it yourself. And these duck breasts you want to do about medium, depending on your fire, how hot your fire is. Key is to have a good hot fire, is that right? Yeah, you got to have a really good coal base, and you got to remember don't freak out when they seem like they're flaring up a lot, because it's not going to hurt them. It's just going to make them better. You just got to, once you get them on, then all you want to do is let them set right there, get the flame going. Again, the bacon's going to cause a little bit of grease, so you're going to have some flare-ups. And then when it gets what you think is a little bit too hot and it tries to get full of blaze, then you put your top on it and you can regulate your heat. Oh, cool. And you say the best way to do duck is medium, or? To me, it's medium. You want them cooked through. Really, your key to know when they're done is when the bacon's done. And when the bacon's done, then pretty much you can count the duck breast will be about perfect. It's not going to be tough at all. And with the way we marinate them, they're just almost impossible to ruin. And for the average guy cooking, that's a good thing to know, is if you marinate them long enough and they've got enough marinade in them, then you can't hurt them. You know, they're getting there. Yeah. Right in the middle of that fire there, Don.
Now after the break, we're going to be in Colorado elk hunting.
Hi, I'm attorney Kerry Bryson, and this is the U.S. Tax Code. The IRS has thousands of agents trained to understand it all. And when dealing with the IRS, you need someone trained to understand the law. An IRS problem is a serious legal matter. So don't trust an out-of-town salesperson. Come meet with us in person at our law office in Shreveport. If you're a Louisiana resident and have an IRS problem, hire a Louisiana attorney. Hire me, Kerry Bryson.
Now booking trophy whitetail hunts for the 2014 season is the Heartland 1010 Ranch. Expect to see whitetail in excess of 220 Boone and Crockett points on a 2,000-acre pristine East Texas pine plantation. Or if trophy bass is your passion, well, the Heartland 1010 Ranch is your ultimate destination, with 4 lakes and bass to 17 pounds.
If you've never caught a giant bass, there's probably not a greater opportunity to do it than on one of his places. And
Our goal here is to try to allow people to come and catch a lot of fish, big fish, see deer, kill deer, and enjoy nature.
Kubota's got a new line of exciting zero-turn mowers called the Commanders, from 23 horsepower to 27 horsepower. We have RTVs, which stand for rough terrain vehicles, and we also have skid steers.
This is the new Kubota SVL. They make it in a 75 horse and a 90 horse. Anything you can dream of to help you do your job easier, they have an attachment for.
We're a full-line Kubota dealership here. We've got tractors from 18 horsepower all the way up to 135 horsepower. We have lawnmowers, we have zero-turn mowers, we have RTVs. We're a full-line Kubota dealer here at Shreveport Tractor, where the coffee pot's always on.
If you own timberland and are looking for a consultant to help you with your forest management, a consultant is really your advocate. They're there to represent you and to offer services, a broad array of forest management services, and it will include the supervision of timber sales, boundary line maintenance, surveys, whether it be herbicide treatments, tree planting, burning, all those sorts of things that need to be done on the forest. Your consultant is there to help you manage the property and to do those things.
Okay, if you just joined us, we're up here in Colorado at the Elk Ranch doing an elk hunt.
It's first thing in the morning. We're going to come up this hill. It's only a couple of 100 yards away, and then we look down over this ridge, Keith. And when we go down there, there's typically going to be elk. Sometimes there's 200 elk, sometimes there's 10. But when we go over there, we always usually see a bull. It's just how big a bull. They come over that trail. Actually, there's some cows up there right now. We have some elk about 800 yards. They're working their way down. We're going to peek up over here and see what we see. Let's take off right through here. Got a bull over here. He's about 300 yards. He's by himself, but he's down in a dip. We're going to get over this edge right here and see if we can get a shot. You ready? Let's get him. Let's get ready to go right over here. You see him? You gotta hold steady. Dropped him. Nice shot. Yeah. Good shot. We just shot a nice bull, Keith. Awesome shot.
Thank you very much.
Dropped him right in his tracks. I mean, it's only 20 minutes into the hunt, first morning. And Keith flew in from Texas, said he wanted something with 6 on one side. I think it's a 6x5. It might be a 6x6. But it's a great shot, 300 yards. Let's go take a look at it.
Well, Keith, how was that?
It was great. Thank you very much. Elk Ranch has a ton of elk. We saw a bunch this morning.
Well, what we did this morning was we come up on this ridge, and this is the first morning, and this is Keith's first elk hunt ever, first bull. He's a nice 6x5. He's actually broken off here. He might have been on 6x6. We popped over the hill. We had about 50 elk below us, and this bull was by himself. Keith made a heck of a shot, 310 yards. First bull, you can't do any better than this. And we're up here in northwest Colorado hunting with the Elk Ranch. And for a first elk hunt, I think you're kind of spoiled now.
Thank you very much.
Hey, for more information about coming up here to Colorado to hunt Rocky Mountain elk or trophy mule deer, be sure to give us a call right here at the Elk Ranch. Now that was Keith Naples' first bull elk, and he took it on the first day with only 20 minutes into the hunt. Now coming up after the break, we go with Trafton Hain as he also goes after his first ever bull elk.
This portion of the show is brought to you by huntinglease.com. Log on today to view the largest database of land to lease on the internet. From large ranches to hunting clubs and quality managed properties. Visit huntinglease.com today.
Now, folks, if you're looking for an elk hunt in 2014, we got a few left right here at the Elk Ranch, whether it be bow hunting or rifle hunting. Hey, we got some cow hunts left, so give us a call. Now, we got more elk hunting coming up right after the break.
Well, we're a family-oriented business, and I run the boat center over here at 4306 East Texas. Right. Chad, my other son, he runs the RV sales at 1800 Barksdale. And Cody, he's in the repair business on the RV side, and we do horse trailers, anything that's got to do with hauling or living in. He does it at Central Park Boulevard off of Barksdale. Well, this is the new Ranger aluminum boat that they've come out with that's done real well. A 178 aluminum boat, and that's new on the market. We have the XL duck boats, and we also have the gator tail duck boats that you can put the mud motor on the back of, or the gator tail mud motor. And it can go just about virtually anywhere without any trouble.
Right, made for the duck hunter.
Right. This is a 118 Ranger with a 150 Mercury on the back of it. And this is a Stratus boat that we handle, made by Ranger. So we're a full line Mercury dealer, and we handle Mercury motors. We also are a full line Yamaha dealer and E-Tech Evinrude. So we have the motors to supply anything that you're wanting in the industry. And we have over 10 technicians that work on all the Yamahas and Mercuries, and we have a Yamaha master technician, which is hard to find. We've got the Sea Ray ski boat line. We have the Moomba and the Subra towboat lines. And the best thing about the Moomba and the Subra, they can virtually tow any amount of skiers you want in the back. This is our 3,000 gallon aquarium. We have largemouth bass, brim, catfish that we've caught in area lakes around here. And when we feed them on Saturday morning, it is really something to see. In our bait shop, we have people that fish professionally and locally, tournaments. They know what they're talking about. And far as the people that rig our boats, we have professional people that go in tournaments themselves. They know how to rig a boat, they know how to put the depth finders in, and they know how to tell you how to work it. And they're good at what they do. And we call him Big Dave that works in our tackle shop, and he stays up on the latest baits, spinner baits, anything that's on the market, he takes care of it. Anything that people need for as the fishing or skiing or towboat wise, we have everything you need here, and the professional people that it takes to rig you out and get you on the water for a safe weekend.
Little Giant Discount Tire in Mount Pleasant carries major brands like Firestone, Bridgestone, and Cooper tires. But Little Giant is more than just tires. They offer state-of-the-art automotive care, like this top-of-the-line alignment machine. They carry batteries for ATV, auto, tractor, and marine. Little Giant has been a family-operated business since 1966. Come in today and be treated like family.
So the next time you need tires or service, think Little Giant Discount Tire. We're more than just tires.
Guys, so many people are familiar with the Toro products. You see Toro in a lot of places. Your parents probably cut with a Toro walk-behind mower. If you're from up north, Toro is famous for their snow blowers. Down south, we don't need no snow blowers, but what we need is durability. We need something that's really tough. And Toro offers that to the commercial landscapers and homeowners. So consider Toro. If you're cutting 10 acres, we've got the product for you. Consider Toro if you're cutting a townhouse and need a little small mower. We can help you with that. Let me tell you what makes a lot of my people excited about Toro. Their deck. If you look at this deck, this is the heaviest deck in the industry. It's got a bullnose front to it. It's got your anti-scalp wheels. It's heavy steel, thick blades, everything you need for durability, Toro has it. I'm holding in my hand a spindle. This is a cast iron spindle. Trust me, it's heavy. This heavy duty cast iron spindle is one of the secret weapons in the war on making tall grass short for Toro. They put a grease zerk up here. If you're old school, if you're over 50 like me, you want to be able to grease something. Toro allows you to do that. And look at where they put this grease zerk. They put it right on top. So you can't put too much grease in it. You're actually going to flush the old grease out when you put it through the top up here. Very, very durable product, Toro is. We want to show them to you here at Tubbs Hardware City location. We got wonderful financing, wonderful service. We can back up what we sell here. And I tell people all the time, when you're considering getting something at Home Depot or Lowe's or Sears, have you ever met Mr. Sears, Mr. Home Depot, Mr. Lowe's? You can meet Mr. Tubbs here at Tubbs Hardware, and he's in the service department helping his mechanics, helping his parts people to make sure they have everything they need, backing up the sales team. Tubbs is here at Tubbs. Y'all come see us.
We have 10 boats in our fleet. We are blessed to have the largest fleet on the lake, and we are in the best location on the lake, I believe. We are as close to Hot Springs as you can get off of 270, and we're in the main channel. So we're in a beautiful spot. We have boats starting with a 54-footer, we go to 66-footers, and then 83-footers. The boats have anywhere from 4 to 6 queen bedrooms. They all have a queen sleeper sofa on them. They all have a gas grill, a hot tub, flat screen TV, DVD player, slide, which is tons of fun, as you'll see. And the kitchen has everything in it you need to cook and serve. So all you have to do is show up in our parking lot, bring your food and beverages, and our staff takes over. The 83-foot boat is our most requested boat. It is the ultimate party boat. It has 6 queen bedrooms. It has 2 nice-sized full bathrooms. 2 of the queen bedrooms have extra lavatories in them. It has a nice wet bar on the upper deck with an extra refrigerator. It has a washer and dryer, dishwasher, and trash compactor that the other boats don't have. There's over 200 islands on this lake, and you take off and you are able to go find your own private piece of an island, and there are so many to choose from. It's very easy to get out of the wind if it is windy, but most of the time in the summer it's not windy. We have the best customers in the world, and it ranges from anywhere from youth groups to family reunions, birthday parties, anniversary celebrations, and just people trying to get out and get away on the lake. We highly encourage our visitors to bring any of their water toys, anywhere from boats, jet skis, kayaks, canoes, and definitely your fishing equipment.
Well, folks, remember, if you're looking for an elk hunt in 2014, we've got a few left right here at the Elk Ranch, whether it be cow hunts, bull hunts, rifle, or bow, we've got them. Give us a call at the Elk Ranch right here in Colorado. Till next week, I'm Milton Daly. We'll see you then.